Hi, I'm Abby and welcome to Abbey Pilates. I have a 30-minute lower body only workout plan for you, and all you need is a band or two. If you'd like to make it a little bit more challenging, you can always add some hand weights. If you'd like to back off a little bit, just get rid of your band. It's still going to be tough without your band. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take my heavier band first, wrap it around my knees, right above the knees, and take my hands to heart center. We're going to inhale down, exhale up into our squat, keeping tension on that band. Inhale and press, inhale and press. All the way from head to toe is reaching nice and tall and long. Knees pulling just a little bit of tension through that band. And I have weight all over my feet, but I want to focus on that midfoot to heel to get a little bit of a stretch through my Achilles and just to get the body warm. For 5, for 4, 3, get as low as you can, send that booty back, and we're going all the way down, little pulses here for 10, 9, holding the gut off of your legs, shoulders are down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a pause, pull the knees out. We go out, out, keeping the whole foot down on the ground, but pulling those knees out toward our pinky toes. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to go heels together, toes apart. You might have to bring your band up just a little bit if it starts to fall down. We're going to inhale down. Let the heels lift off the floor. Exhale, press the heels first, then zip up the legs. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, growing tall. We zip up through the middle of our body, the midline, squeezing the heels. Legs come together, we grow nice and tall. Getting as low as we can and trying to keep that chest as lifted as possible. Taking lots of care of our body through our breath. We're using that exhale to hold our core in. 3 more for 3. Inhaling down. Heels first. For 2, squeeze the inner thigh. And last one. Halfway down. Keep the heels down first. Lower and lift the heels for 10, 9, 8. Keep pressing those knees right over the middle toe. 7, 6, 5. Lift those heels all the way up. Glue them right back together. 3. Head still reaching to the ceiling. Last one, we hold, little pulses. Try to work through some balance there. Squeezing the inner thighs, holding the core tight to help you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Grow tall, tall, tall. Last one. And now continuing, we're going to lower all the way down. Our heels might lift. If you have any knee pain, just go up a little bit higher. Reach fingertips to me, still squeezing the band outward. Arms go up and down. 8, 7. Chest is up for 6, 5. Core in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, pull the knees in and out. 10, 9. This stays together as the knees flare. 6, 5, 4. Heels are glued for 2 and 1. Standing up nice and tall. You should already feel that your legs are working for sure. We're going to take the feet hip width apart. Reach the arms up over our head. Hinge down halfway. Exhale up. As you exhale up, pulling those knees outward, squeezing the femur back and around. Just getting some mobility through our hips before we challenge ourselves a little bit further. 3 more for 3. Growing tall at the top, flat back all the way down. 2 and 1. Go ahead and take that forward fold. Let go of head, neck, and shoulders. Walk out through your feet for just a second. Make sure those hips are nice and mobile. Gentle bend in the knees, tail tucks under, head is the very last to come up. And I'm going to turn sideways on my mat for a better visual for you guys. We're going to take the left leg in front of the right. Left leg is in front of the right. Gut is pulling in toward our spine. We're lifting up those internal organs, head to tail, nice and long, reaching our spine. We inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up through that lunge. We're going to make sure that our knees aren't caving in. There should be always tension on that band. This is 6. For 5, reach the back leg all the way long, squeeze the glute at the top. 3, you want to drop straight down for 2. And last one. We're going to take the back foot in, prop the right heel. Hands are going to go behind our head. We hinge down. Exhale, squeeze and lift up through the left leg. Left knee is pulling outward as I hinge down. Hips are staying square. Exhale up for 8. 7, elbows wide. For 6, tall at the top. Everything in the left hamstring and glute. For 4, inhale down, exhale up. 3, shoot your tail straight back like you're trying to knock someone over. Last one. We're going to take our legs back to that same split squat position. Hands are going to be praying in front of us in order to pull the shoulders down, activate the lats, set down our shoulders. We inhale down, exhale, teeter right onto that left leg. Inhale down, exhale, teeter right up. Float it away. Use your hands pressing against one another to help you balance. Trying to lengthen the left leg and the right as we balance up. Should feel a lot in the left glute for 6. This is 5. Belly lifting into the spine. 4. 3. Head to heel reaching, long spine. 2. Working through that balance challenge. Last one. Reach, reach, reach. Stand up nice and tall. Feel the burn for sure in that left glute. Take hands to heart center. Inhale down. Exhale, grow tall. All the way down, all the way up. Head to tail dropping straight down. Chest lifted. Knees flaring wide. As much of a sumo as you can get in your band. For 5, reach through the heels. Shoulders lower. 3, kegeling to come up. For 2. And last one. Of course, we have to pulse head halfway down. Pulse it up for 10. Pressing through the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We grow nice and tall. We turn back onto that left leg. We go straight down for a lunge. Exhale, arms drop as we lift the right knee. If your band is rolling up, pull your knee out slightly wider, or you might just need a heavier band. Squeeze up, inhale down. Using that low core and our right hip flexor to pull the knee up, but we're using the left glute as we reach nice and high to help us stabilize through the left leg and balance on the top. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs drop. So we're hinging right at those hips, shooting the booty back. We stay low, we flare the knees wide, just the right leg drops, heads back in. It drops and heads back in. Lots of stability through the right leg. 7, 6, let your breath lead you. Get all the way down, tap that knee for 2, and last 1. Standing up nice and tall to feel a nice stretched open hip. Then you're going to take your hands to the top of the left knee. Once your hands are at the top of the left knee, we're going out, lift, in, pause, out, lift, balance it in, pause. Reach the right leg away, knee lifts, balancing it in. Trying to keep those hips nice and square. This is your 5th one. Exhale to reach, shoulders stay low. Staying low through the left leg, taking your time for 2, and last 1. Come all the way in. Reach up nice and tall through both your legs, coming right back down to the left leg. It hurts. I never said it was easy to get stronger, okay? We got to work through that challenge. Left leg is taking our weight one last time. Square up those hips. Drive the right heel to the ceiling. Belly in for 8. You can hold the band tightly with your hands stacked on top of your knee. For 5, 4, balancing it out. 3, you can come to tap between if you need to. 2, and 1. Okay, awesome job. We're going to come back to center for a little bit of a pause. I'm going to have us go down into our low squat, hinging at the hips, booty shooting out. We're going to reach the left leg away, swinging the arms, just breathing it out. Left leg reaches wide. For 5, you got it. Get lower for 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Reaching up, we twist. We head to the right side. Once we're standing the other direction, right leg goes in front, shoulders are down, back leg taps. Inhale, tighten to exhale. Take care of those shoulders. Get them out of your ears. Inhale, exhale. 5 more. For 5, for 4, sending those knees wide. Chest is going right down a wall. And last 1. Left foot props this time. Hands go behind your head. Inhale down, flat back. Exhale, we're growing tall. Hips stay square. Keep the elbows out. Keep your gut off your legs. It's pulling toward your spine. Don't let it drop. As always, it's better to be a little bit arched than it is hunched over in this position. For 3, 2, last 1. Growing nice and tall. Left leg goes back behind you. Hands interlock in the front. Shoulders are down. Inhale down, exhale up. Once you find that balance, you can use your hands to help you get deeper into the legs. See if anything changes from leg to leg. I'm a lefty. This one should be a little bit harder for me. 6, hips are square. Head in line with the spine. 4, tap that back knee and lift and grow. 3, that's 2, and last 1. We head down, we lift up, knee goes wide. If that happens, just readjust it. No big deal. We drop it down. Knee goes wide and up. Use your core to grow off the floor. Exhale up. 7. I'm squeezing that right glute, growing as tall out of the right leg as I can. 5. A little pause at the top. 4. 3. 2. Last one, all the way up. Then we get low through the right leg. Once you're low in that right leg, we exhale, reach back. We lift, we bring it in. Shoulders stay down. Reach, lift, bring it in. Square hips. Think about opening up that left hip flexor. 6. Shoulders pulling down our spine. 4. Welcoming those balance challenges. Every time that we have a balance challenge, we're just testing those muscles, testing our stability. For 2, and last one, keeping the arch of the foot lifted, standing up nice and tall, getting a break from that glute before we head right back down into our squat position. Again, knees wider than the feet, booty sticking back, chest lifted, spine long. We take the left leg back only. Down and up. Down and up. Can you get a wide stance? Really reach that back leg. Staying low. There's a ceiling right here. We have to stay under it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Again, we reach, grow, take a second to get out of that right hip. We get low again through the right leg. Once we're low again through the right leg, we balance on the right leg. Left heel reaches to the ceiling. Holding the band with our hands. 8. Can you open that left hip up? Shoulders low. 5, 4, 3, for 2, long and high, last one. Lifting all the way up. Okay, we have to get into those adductors a little bit. And in order to do so, we got to pop off that band. So we have a little intermission here. We're going to take our legs nice and wide on the mat. Heels pulling inward, going back into a second position or a sumo squat position. Hands are on your hips, shoulders down, belly pulled in nice and tight. We inhale down. Exhale, squeeze the earth between your heels to activate your inner thighs. Tail heading straight down. Knees heading straight out. Really work that mobility through your hips. 6, squeeze the floor. It's like you're trying to squeeze the floor in to get your legs to touch each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to continue working those adductors on the floor. Taking it down to the floor, I'm lying on my left side. My left rib cage is lifted off the floor. I don't want to be sinking completely relaxed into the floor. I want my spine to be nice and long, reaching from head to toe, shoulders down, hips and shoulders nice and stacked. I'm supporting my head with my left hand and my body able to balance because of my right hand. Right leg lifts nice and high, straight above the left leg. We don't want to lift the right leg in front of the left leg. Make sure that you're lifting from your side hip through that right glute. See, you need that right hand. Okay, we're going to exhale, squeeze the left leg in and float it back down. Exhale to squeeze. and float. Holding that core as you lift the bottom leg. You want to keep lifting through the left side. Belly is pulling flat toward your spine for 6. Long, tight, and slow. For 4. Trying to get it all the way up to the other leg. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it in, flexing the feet, pulling the heels together. We squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet point, reach both legs straight, drop down your head, left arm goes long, lift both feet. Exhale to lift both feet, squeezing the left inner thigh to try to raise the right leg. And as you do so, we are still lifting through that rib cage. Keep it off the floor. 5 more. Nice long body. For 4. Think about your left inner thigh lifting the right leg. 2 more for 2. And last one. Hold that lift, split and split. Trying to get your feet to pass each other, sweeping each other. 5, 4, 3, lift that bottom leg, and 1. Lowering down. We're going to come up back onto, well, we haven't been there yet. We're going to come up onto our elbow. Right leg is going to go in front of the left. It's natural for me to prop my heel, but if you're more comfortable with a flat foot, that's okay too. Just make sure, right from the go, you're pulling the left rib cage in away from the floor so that you're using your core to hold your body. We're not sinking, relaxed, ruining our shape and our posture and the work that we could be doing there. We lift the left leg. Exhale, lift and tap. Lift and tap. For 8. This pulls in tight. 7. Shoulders down. 6, 5, 4, 3. Use this foot to push as you pull. And last 1. Okay, we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and take a band. I'm going to go to my lighter band. When I'm standing, I can go a little bit heavier. When I'm lying, then it's a little bit more challenging for me and for my hips. So I have my one down. That's the band that I have. I'm lying on my left side. Rib cage is lifted. We're going to go ahead and lift the top knee. Heels are about 3 inches off the ground. Feet are flexed. Heels together, toes apart. Perfect Pilates V. From here, we're going to just pulse the top leg up and up, squeezing right into that right glute. For 8, 7, it's subtle, but it should all be into your hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We hold the top leg there. We let the bottom leg relax. We lift the right ankle. We lower the right ankle. We're rotating through our rotator cuff. Knee lifts, heel lifts, but it's like your knee is on a table. We want to keep the knee in the same plane. Rotate the ankle around the knee. Really, it's rotating through your hip. Keep that left side up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift nice and high. We tap down in front of the left leg, flex to drive it up. Point down. Exhale, flex like you're kicking the wall behind you. This is 8. Because we're moving slow right now, you can take the time to just make sure your belly's in, your rib cage is lifted, you're flexing and kicking that wall. Press, press, press. Lower slow. 5. I have internal rotation through my hip for 4. And I have that iso hold through my left leg. Your left leg's working this whole time, right? Because we've got to push against the floor to help that right leg out. I think this is 2. Counting's not my strong suit. We might do a few more, a few less sometimes, and that's okay. All right, go ahead and restack the knees. We're gonna reach the right leg long and straight away from your body, like you're pulling that hip out of its socket. Once you're reaching as far as you can, just pulse it up. Pulse and pulse for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6. Everything else is still for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and grab your knees towards your chest as you move toward the other side. Once we're on the other side, we got to get rid of the band first to start to get into those adductors. We're lying on our right side, right rib cage is lifted, right hand on your head, reach both legs nice and straight, really stacked, spine reaching, shoulders down. Left leg lifts up, right leg pulls in. We start slow. Try to get that core connected with your inner thigh. We pull the core in tight to the midline as we lift. Don't let your belly push outward. For 5. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 4, hold that top leg. 3. For 2, give your shoulders 1 more inch. Last 1. Squeeze it and flex. Toes go apart, we pulse it in. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg stacks on top of the right leg. We can lower our head down to the floor. Make sure your rib cage is lifted. We've reached both legs nice and high and lower. We're using the right inner thigh to lift the left. I'm going to scoot down just a hair. There we go. For 8, 7, 6. Left leg should feel heavy. Don't use it. Use just your right leg to lift it. For 4, 3, long, long, long reach. 2, and last 1, squeeze and lift. Okay, coming up onto our elbow. Left leg comes in front of the right. I like my heel lifted. It's totally up to you. You can do the same thing flat. I don't have that much hip rotation, so it's a little bit harder for me. I've also had a hip surgery, so that could be why. Press your right elbow into the floor, lift through your rib cage. We press into the left foot to lift and squeeze the right leg. Lower to tap and right back up for 9, 8, 7. Trying to lift the heel more than the pinky toe. 5, 4, pulling the gut in. 3, 2, and we take it last 1. Okay, we're going to take that band. The band is going back around our knees. We have the other side through our hip to get done. We're lying on our right side. Make sure that hips are nice and stacked. Shoulders are nice and stacked. We're just going to lift the top knee to hold. Once you lift that top knee to hold, make sure your feet are in that Pilates V shape. Pulse into the left hip only, up and up. Squeeze, squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Holding that knee, we rotate the heel, we tap. We rotate the heel high, we tap. Get that full internal rotation. Then we start to relax the bottom leg once we're comfortable, really moving through the hip, the left knee isolated on top of a table, a pretend table. For 5, and tap. For 4, belly to spine. 2, and tap. 1, and tap. We keep that internal rotation. We point down right in front of the right knee. We should already feel that lift is isolating that glute. Exhale, squeeze and reach up and away at a diagonal. Inhale down. Exhale, up and away. And 8. This is 7. Kick behind. 6. Flex that way up. For 5, isolating the right hip by pressing it down into the floor. For 4, a gentle Kegel should still be happening down low. 3, 2, lifting that right rib cage. And last 1, restack to take a breath. Then we exhale, lift left leg up and away. Once we're there, we pulse that lift up, up, up. Woo, really feeling that burn. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees toward the chest. Go ahead and remove your band. Once you remove your band, we're finishing with a little bit of mobility and strength here. We're going to lie on our backs, heels together, toes apart in your Pilates V, hands by your hips, and make sure that you have a nice neutral spine. We don't need to collapse toward the floor like when we're doing our core. Inhale out, exhale, switch, switch. Inhale, inhale. Maybe taking right leg then left to lead the way in the front, or switching here and there. Beating those inner thighs together. Open, switch, switch, open, switch, switch. For 2, collarbone is wide. And last 1. Heels together, toes apart at the top. We're going to flex and squeeze. Flex and squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, open out all the way, relaxing down. For 4, reach. 3, reach. 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet to the floor. We're going to take our band. Our band for the last time is going right back around our knees as we finish up. Feet are flat on the floor, fingertips are reaching long past our hips. We exhale, tuck the tail, roll up, sending the knees away, but making sure that we're pulling the pubic bone toward our nose. Exhale to roll down. Tail's the last to come. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tail, scoop through your core, close your rib cage, pubic bone to nose, but knees away to open up through the hip flexors, everything in your glutes. Inhale, exhale, tapping 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Inhale again. Exhale, tuck. Close the ribs, shoulders melting away from the ears. Hold that lift. We lower, we lift. We reach the knees wide and back in. Inhale. Exhale out and away. Inhale back down. Exhale to lift. Reach the knees. Float it in and lower back down. For 5. And lower. 4. 3. Trying to send the knees away to get some mobility. For 2. And last 1, we pulse out. For 10, 9, pubic bone still toward your nose, everything in your glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips all the way. Slow lower, back down toward the earth. We're going to take the band off. We don't need them anymore. It was a good run. We're going to go ahead and head right down into down dog. Heels pressing toward the floor. Find a comfortable position for you where you're getting a little bit of a stretch. Open up through the armpits, closing the rib cage, and pulling the elbows toward one another, wiggling from left to right. Take left leg to the sky for your three-legged dog. Open up through the left hip flexor. We bend, pressing into both hands equally. Let the left leg fall away. We open up all the way from our shoulder into our knee, really nailing that psoas hip flexor area. We return. Inhale down, exhaling up the right leg, bending the right knee, pressing through both hands to open up through the right hip. Closing the rib cage, belly button to spine. Inhale to return. Exhale, the left leg goes up. Pull the knee toward your chest as you head into a pigeon. Now, instead of sitting here in a comfy pigeon, although that would be nice, we're going to do some active mobility and really press that left knee into the floor. Active mobility helping us more long-term with our strength and our mobility. So we press the knee to lift, and then we completely relax, trying to take it a little bit deeper. Exhale to lift and grow off the floor. Inhale, we sink. Just one or two more. And to modify, you have both knees in a cheerleader sit, and you're growing, opening up through the left hip, and then coming back down. Opening up, and then coming back down. From your pigeon, you turn your right toes underneath, shoot the left leg back into a plank, tail lifts to the sky. We take right leg nice and high, right knee toward our chest as we head into the other side. Pigeon, opening up through the left hip flexor, chest is lifted, hands go toward our hips. Exhale to lift up and grow. Inhale to sink down. Might have to manually move that foot outward just a little bit. We exhale, lift up, pulling the core in. Inhale, float back down. Just a couple more here. For 3, push that knee hard into the floor before you sink. For 2, lift and grow. Then we let that hip go. Last one. Lift, 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 and lower. Reaching the right foot back to your plank. Slowed lowering down to the earth. We take left hand to left ankle. Open up through that quad. We push away into our hand. Press it open. Then we press the foot away. So we're pressing the foot down. Foot presses right into the hand. Belly's lifted off the floor. Just getting into that quad. One last time. Hand press. Go ahead and switch sides. Left elbow goes down. Right hand goes back. Press the right ankle down. With your foot, you press the right arm away. For 4. Belly lifted off the floor. For 3. 2. And last one. Can come to a crisscross position. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope when you stand up, you feel longer, stronger, leaner, and that your core feels more supported by your spine now that we have aligned our body and used our breath work to strengthen. Take care, and I'll see you next time on Abbey Pilates.